Good afternoon, class. Good afternoon, Lynette. Today we'll be talking about raising the age to buy tobacco products to 21. A few weeks ago, I briefed you a little bit, informing you about the raising of the age of tobacco products to 21. Now we're going to go a little bit more in depth and for you to hear my side, what I think. But if you forgot about what we talked about, don't worry, we'll brush back up on that a little bit. So today, things we'll be bringing up is the reasons to raise the age of buying tobacco to 21, states that have already raised the age to 21, and the hazards of smoking while being a teen. Now that we talked about what we're going to be talking about today, let's go ahead and hop right into it. So our first main point is raising the age to buy tobacco products to 21. So according to tobaccofreekids.org, raising the legal minimum age for purchaser to 21 could gut our key young adult market, which is 17 to 20. It's the Philip Morris report. So I know what you're thinking. So what are some good reasons to smoke cigarettes? I know, typical after a drive, you just want to smoke a cigarette. After a nice meal, it just seems really good. That's not really good reasons. That's just a drug telling you that you want to have a cigarette. It's the nicotine that's kicked in, not to say less. But the bad reasons outweigh the good reasons, if those even count as good reasons. The bad reasons outweigh them by so much. Some bad reasons to smoke, well, some bad causes of smoking is stunts growth. You can get cancer, obviously. Heart disease, heart attacks, blood clots, and those are all life-threatening things. And I don't know about you, but why would I, just to have a cigarette, why would I even think about smoking just, to have that little bit of a good feeling, and then in the end shorten my life just because of one little cigarette. Now that we talked about some reasons to raise the age to buy tobacco products to 21, we'll go ahead and start talking about states that have already raised the legal age to buy tobacco products to 21. So according to lung.org, 94% of smokers start before the age of 21, even before the age of 18. This is because 18 and 19-year-olds who are still in school, they help influence, they influence the younger kids that they still have access to in high school, 13 to 17, and they buy them cigarettes, making it easier for teenagers to get cigarettes because of these 18 and 19-year-olds that are still in school. So, as I brought up before, there were 15 states that already made the legal age to buy cigarettes to 21. Among these states are California, New Jersey, Washington, D.C., and more recently, New York. With all of these big states raising the legal age to 21, federal law is inevitable. I mean, usually when New York and California say they're doing something, more of the smaller states tend to follow along with it. So it's not if it's going to happen, it's when it's going to happen. And I foresee it happening within the next 5 years. Now that we talked about states that have already raised the legal age, let's go ahead and talk about the hazards of teen smoking. So according to the CDC.gov, smoking during pregnancy increases the risk of health problems for developing babies. Some health issues that can occur with newborns because you smoked your entire pregnancy are as follows. It's low birth weight, mouth and lip deformities, and sudden infant death syndrome, more commonly known as SIDS. According to journals.lww.com, teens already have a higher chance for babies to come out with deformities and have lower birth weights. So why make our chances higher? The reason I bring up teen pregnancy is because of the demographic of teens that get pregnant. Usually teens that get pregnant, they're very carefree, they're reckless, they're drinking, and along with drinking comes smoking, and to them it just seems cool to smoke cigarettes. They're drinking, they're smoking, next thing that they know is they're pregnant. So they were smoking for the first 3 months of pregnancy, hereby raising the birth defects of a child drastically, really. So if we raise the legal age to buy tobacco products to 21, it will be harder for these teens to get a hold of cigarettes, thus helping make their babies healthier. So today, we talked about raising the age to buy tobacco to 21. We talked about the reasons to raise the age. We talked about the states that have already raised it, and we talked about the hazard it may cause. Hazards being birth defects in babies, cancer, heart disease, problems with your lungs, problems breathing. Everything isn't that good. Everything that comes along with smoking is not that good. And to start at an early age just heightens these effects to your body and lowers your lifespan drastically. Help us protect our younger generations, raise the age. Thank you all for listening. I really appreciate you all. Thank you, Lynette, for listening. And hopefully the message gets across to raise the legal age to buy tobacco products to 21. Have a good night. Thanks.